slave.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and that Lucky Charms cereal rainbow in between. It's Dracalis here, and I'm coming at you right now with the second part of the trap tutorial, and this is going to be the intermediate stage of building your trap account. You get towards the intermediate stage once you start thinking about getting up to Castle 25. So what we're going to go over in this video is going to be what buildings you want to get up to Castle level 25, what it also means to be Castle level 25. There's a lot of different perks that go with being C25 rather than C24 or anything lower. We're going to go with some things that you can use to deceive people when you're trapping, what packs to buy, and how to plan for your level 60 gear. And the only thing that we're not going to be going over in this video is going to be actually trapping people, because I want to do that live for you guys. I want to show you guys live what it looks like when you're trapping people. So we'll be doing that in the next and final part, in part 3. But anyway, getting into this part, we're going to first start talking about getting to C25 and what buildings you're going to want to get to level 25 after you get to Castle level 25. So the thing that you need to know about Castle 25 is that it's going to take a long time. It doesn't show you the time here right now, but it takes around, I want to say after all your speed ups, sorry about that, I say after about all your speed ups, it's going to be about 50 days, so it is going to take a long time to get up to C25, but it's absolutely worth it, because the buildings you're going to want to get to C25 are going to be, first of all, your watchtower. Or actually, you probably don't want to get watchtower up to C25, you probably don't want to get watchtower up to 25 first. You probably want to do this one second, but you definitely do want to get it because it reduces your enemy invading troops attack by 10%, which is of course very good. But the first building you're going to want to get up to 25 after you get C25 is going to be your workshop, because it unlocks that third accessory slot so that you can use a third lunar flute or a third sentinel circlet. Apart from that, other buildings, you get your embassy up to 25. It's not required because you could always just say that you're never going to take a rally, but sometimes someone weak might rally you and you'll want to take their rallies, so your embassy is going to be good for doing that. And then apart from that, you want to get all of your infirmaries up to 25 too. And then apart from that, you don't need to get this up to 25. You don't want to get academy up to 25, because then you have to get stuff like your altar, your prison, and your battle hall up to 25. You want to keep your prison, battle hall, and altar really low, especially your prison. A funny thing about your prison is that if you keep it really low at level 1, you see it reduces the execution wait time by only 15 minutes. That's actually really good, because that means that you can hold people's leaders for a much longer time, which obviously will frustrate your opponents and lead to them attacking you more. Alright, so those are the buildings that you're going to want to get to 25 and what to expect out of C25. When you go up to C25, a couple of important things. The first one is that your fury time will increase to 15 minutes, which 15 minutes is a long time. That's enough of time for someone to easily get 2 rallies off on you, so you got to be real careful about not getting fury at C25. And another thing that's pretty good about C25 though is that you're able to hide around like 1.5 million troops. So if you don't have that many troops yet, and you're only trapping with like 1.5 million troops, you can easily hide them all in between your infirmaries, sending out 5 marches with heroes to hide, and sheltering. So that's something to be on the lookout for. I can't do that because I have 2.7 million. I can't hide them all, but some of you out there that don't have that many troops may be able to hide them all once you get to Castle level 25. Alright, so now then, I'm going to go over some deceiving tactics that you can use when you're trapping. So the first thing, you'll notice here that my name has changed. I keep my guild nickname the same, that way people know it's me, and you should probably do that so that you don't confuse your guildmates. But one thing that you want to be constantly doing with a trap account is just changing your name and also changing your leader, because obviously once people start attacking you and you start trapping them, they'll begin to know, okay, there's a trap account and this is his name, and they'll know never to attack you. So if you keep on switching it up, changing your name, changing your leader, then you'll be able to keep on getting them. Another thing that's important is people will look at your stats too. They'll look at like your successful defenses to see if you're a trap, because obviously traps are going to have a lot of successful defenses. You can artificially decrease that stat, however, by working with a guildmate. You can send out a camp of just like 1 troop, and then if your guildmate attacks that camp and beats it, that counts as a failed defense. So at some point I'm going to try to get my failed defenses up to 100. That way I look nice and weak, and that way people will start attacking. So moving on to your level 60 gear now. When you're making your level 60 gear, you want to make sure that whatever level 60 gear you're making, let's say at level 60 you're making a firewall plate, that you're not using your ultras to make anything else. So you're not using your ultras to make a viral switchblade, or let's say hypothetically if you're making your dragon's talons as your level 60 boots, you want to make sure that you're not also making dragon's irises, otherwise then you're not really maxing out what you can get out of it. The best level 60 gear that I've had experience with would be, if I go over here to this and your equipment slot, the best level 60 main hand that I've encountered is definitely Skull Crusher, but Skull Crusher takes 9 ultras, so odds are you're probably going to want to use like a Frostwind Greatsword in that slot. At helmet, the best level 60 piece of gear is probably going to be Beast Helm. That also takes a lot of ultras. A good alternative to that though would easily be the Bumble Helm. And then at chest piece, the best chest piece is the Firewall Plate, and it's Firewall Plate by far. Like, I don't think there's another chest piece that's really even close to Firewall Plate here. If we take a look, let's see here, is there even a chest piece that comes close to Firewall Plate at level 60? Yeah, Terror Shield would be the closest thing to that, and Terror Shield's not even that good. So yeah, you definitely want to try to get the Firewall Plate at level 60. It's really good. It rivals even some of the Champ's gear. It's not better than Champ's gear, but it does give it a run for its money. At boots, the best boots that I've had experience with would be Dragon's Talons. Storm Tacet is also really good, but pearls are really hard to get. Gargantuan Belt would also be pretty good, but if you get the Gargantuan Belt, then you can't get any Fear Drums, and Fear Drums are actually pretty good if you're using a cavalry front line. But as far as level 60 accessories go, since we're on the topic of them, Bro Cups are hard to get, but they are really, really good. Blight Rings are also really good and pretty easy to get. Dragon's Irises aren't bad. Burning Scrolls are really good as well. And Fear Drums are pretty good. Terror Vials are pretty good. And then apart from that, those should be the only accessories that you're trying to use when you're at level 60. As far as equipment goes, Eternal Codex and Winter Mitts are going to be the two best things that you can get at level 60 for your offhand. And then for your main hand, I think we already talked about main hand, you want to get the Skull Crusher. But as you can see here, yeah, the Skull Crusher requires 9 ultras, so it's really hard to get. Frostwind Greatsword is strictly worse than it, but it's still pretty decent. Alright, so anyway, that's going over the level 60 gear that you want to try to get. And so now, the best way that you could try to get the level 60 gear, I'm not sure if it's still in packs or not. I'm looking around here for it. I don't think it is. It's not. So the best pack that you can get to get your level 60 gear up without spending too much money is going to be a pack called Sweet Deal. You're going to get a lot of speed ups in it. It's the same amount of speed ups as a boot camp, but the thing that makes it better than boot camp though is that it also gives you 10,000 stars and also a bunch of chests, which are going to be good for getting your level 60 gear up. So that would be definitely the best pack that you guys can buy when you're building up your trap account. Lastly, guys, I want to go over something that I talked about last time, which was how high up you needed to get your siege stats up in order to unlock these to get them 9 out of 10. I'm pretty sure it seems like you only need to get your you only need to get your siege up to 2 out of 10, which is really nice because that means you're not putting on a lot of excess might in order to get these 9 out of 10. But it does look like you have to get your academy up to level 24, so keep that in mind. And you absolutely want to get these stats all the way up to level 9 because, as you can see, that's 87% army health, offense, and defense. That is a massive game changer. So make sure you guys get that. I just wanted to clarify that because I wasn't sure about it during the last video. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Check back soon. I'll be able to bring you guys the final part of the trap tutorial, which is going to be me actually trapping some guys and showing you guys how to fight with a trap account. So I'll see you guys then, and as always, stay saucy.